Chronological Bible in a Year, day 147. We finished First Chronicles today. We are working our way through the Bible. And the question is, what counts as ministry? As a pastor, when I'm preaching, that's ministry. As a pastor, when I'm counseling somebody, that's ministry. As a pastor, when I'm discipling somebody, that's ministry. But what about when a lay member is talking a friend through a hard time? Or what about when a lay member is discipling somebody else? Are those ministry? Most of us would say yes. What about if a lay leader is making coffee on a Sunday morning? What if a janitor is cleaning out a clogged toilet? Is that ministry? But here's an interesting thing that stood out to me from chapter 26. We see David assigning Levites to the gates. They're essentially guardsmen. They're protecting the gates. They're facilitating in and outflow. But then in verse 12, these divisions of the gatekeeper under their leading men had duties for ministering in the Lord's temple just as their relatives did. These men were ministering just as their relatives, the ones doing worship, the ones doing sacrifice, the ones doing everything else. Whether you're guarding a door or making coffee or preaching the gospel, you can be ministering to other people. And I love how we see this portrayed here in First Chronicles. These people are ministering to God by protecting those things which are His. So what is ministry? I have a friend who's a campus director for a decently sized ministry on a fairly large campus. And one of the students he was discipling commented once how he was seeing everyone else's ministries compared to his, and he was feeling kind of down. But then my friend said, well, what are you doing? And so the guy explained different elements, and the student is thinking, this guy's going to help me think of ways to do better. But then he says, okay, you're planting a lot more seeds than everyone else. Everyone else is coming in at harvest time, and they're plucking fruit and vegetables left and right. You're the one doing the hard work. You're the one sitting with these guys over lunch and in the library and on walks from class to class. You are doing ministry. It just looks different. Paul echoes this as well as he say, some plant the seed, others water, and others bear the fruit. So what is ministry? And more personally, what is your role in ministry? I would love for us to share in the comments below, how do you feel called to serve the kingdom of God? As a pastor, I feel called to preach and to teach. Those are my primary focuses. That doesn't mean I get to neglect hospitality and evangelism and administration. Those just aren't my strong suit. But what about you? How are you called to serve the kingdom of God? Let's encourage and pray for one another's ministries today. We'll be back in Psalms tomorrow, but until then, God bless.